tensions are on the rise between the United States and China. Today, the two superpowers both enacted new port fees on all freight entering their respective countries, a move that will cost maritime carriers on either side of the aisle millions. Roger Collins joins us now with more. Roger?
Manisa, while these new port fees are definitely going to have an effect on both countries, experts predict the impact will ripple out towards the global economy as a whole. And that's just the start. Both sides are threatening further escalating trade policies, with China vowing to restrict its exports of rare earth minerals.
So if they roll back their export controls, the new announcement, would you roll back?
Look, we're going to have to see what happens. That's why I made it November 1st.
Comments made by U.S. President Donald Trump on Friday regarding trade with China have thrusted the two nations' trade relationship tensions into the spotlight. They came following an announcement from Beijing on Thursday that it would be tightening its export controls on rare earth minerals, a sector the Chinese dominate in, mining 60% of the global supply and controlling over 90% of the world's processing capacity.
Look, I have a great relationship with President Xi, but sometimes it gets testy because China likes to take advantage of people, and they can't take advantage of us.
Today, new fees for maritime carriers on both sides of the aisle have come into effect, a part of a tit-for-tat response in the growing trade war between the two nations. Rare earth minerals play a crucial role in high-tech manufacturing, from smartphones, electric vehicles, military equipment, and semiconductors. Without them, it's impossible for any nation to maintain its edge. That's why Trump is threatening triple-digit tariffs on the Asian nation as soon as November 1st, adding he'll also implement export controls of his own on, quote, critical software.
In my opinion, it's kind of mutually assured destruction. Both of them are going to get hammered. And certainly in the longer run, the U.S. has the advantage.
Professor Morrison says it would take the U.S., with partners like Canada, just 10 years to catch up in the rare minerals department, whereas China greatly lags behind when it comes to superconductors.
If China wants to push that rare earths issue to its extreme, it will be very painful. The reciprocity is that, 100% tariffs is essentially equivalent to an embargo on manufactured products coming from China. China's economy is in bad shape right now, and in fact in worse shape than the U.S. economy is right now.
Still, much of the effects of earlier tariffs from China have already left parts of the U.S. economy hard hit.
But in the case of soybeans, that's our major export to China, or at least has been historically. China has not taken any shiploads of U.S. soybeans since May of this year. So basically, we've seen a total decline relative to last year of our soybean exports to China. And we'd already started to lose market share to Brazil, and this is just exacerbating that.
And while American exporters are feeling the pinch, some see opportunity north of the border. On Monday, Trilogy Metals, a Canadian metal exploration company, saw its stock jump nearly 50% after the U.S. government purchased a 10% stake in the company, as the White House takes a 180 on the Biden administration's suspension of the Ambler Road project.
We created tremendous value by creating a road. We build a road that only we can do because we have the rights to do it, number one, and we have the power to do it. And so we build a road that's over 200 miles long through a very beautiful area of the world. Actually, it's incredible.
A massive infrastructure project in Alaska that promises to unlock billions of dollars of rare earth minerals from the Ambler mining district. As for China, Trump's deadline of November 1st continues to loom.
Both parties should sit down and negotiate a fair and reasonable solution to this dispute.
Earlier, U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent said President Trump remains on track to meet with his Chinese counterpart in South Korea later this month.